Okay, this is a Canon Powershot S20. I got it from Shop Goodwill for 20 bucks, which included shipping. Great deal. It's like it was new in the box almost. Everything was wrapped up. Not how it looks here. I removed all the wrapping or packing material. A lot of wiring. This camera came with a lot of adapters. This is the power adapter if you're going to put your camera on the tripod. Well, I'm going to modify this. I'm going to cut the cable and I'm going to attach it to 18650 or laptop battery case, and it'll provide power all the time because the battery that came with this camera is no longer good and won't charge. So that's the cable. I am gonna not destroy but cut the tip off, and this is the actual charger. You stick the battery in that little hole or big hole, and on the side that's where you get your 6.5 volts, and you would plug your adapter right there as I'm doing here. And then you just take that adapter that looks like a battery and put it in the camera. I mean, it's the exact same size as the battery. But like I said, the battery doesn't work anymore. There's some more adapters. A lot of cables this thing came with. That's a serial port, I believe. And then there's a super video cable. The camera will output your images to a TV. It's not going to produce video because this camera didn't do video back then in 2000. And it came with Canon software and Adobe Photoshop Express. What a deal. And there's the battery. It doesn't hold a charge. It says low battery, but there's a little juice. And this is the adapter for an old laptop. Put your compact flash card in. And then the case inside is the camera, champagne colored. Very good condition, except the LCD screen had some wear on it, so I wasn't really liking that, but not a big deal. And that's where the battery goes, but we're going to be using the power adapter instead of the battery. Here I'm just showing that there is low battery, so there is a little bit of juice, but not enough to take pictures. So now here I got a big mess with all my my soldering iron and the wick and solder and little clips to hold the wire while I solder. Yeah, I mean, it was like I made it into a big operation. Got the heat gun there. I'm putting on the heat shrink tubing over the solder where I, solder the two wires together. I'm sure you don't want to see all that. If you do in the future, I'll go into more detail on how I do things, but this was not that complicated. And I'm using needle nose to strip the wire. I should have used some wire strippers. Like I said, I didn't really care. This is just a little hack to get the camera going so I can take pictures when I'm on my bike ride. And yeah, it took me longer than it should have. There's the case where the laptop batteries go in. I had to solder the wire to that. Not a big deal, positive and negative. Like I said, it's actually these batteries output 4 volts, so 2 in series, you're going to get 8 volts. It's going to be a little bit more than the camera needs, but you can see there it was working. And then I do have some compact flash cards. I think I got this a little bit out of order, but yeah, it powered on fine. Took pictures. A little bit blurry, I think, because I was too close. But interesting camera. Pretty simple. I didn't realize that if you set it to camera M, which is manual, you can change the resolution and the compression of the images. I found that out later when I was taking pictures on the bike ride. But everything seems to work, and this will be perfect for the bike ride. I just have to make a little pouch, which I will do, and I'll show you here in a second. The little pouch, it's chrome tan leather. I do leather work, that's why you're looking at my bench where I do the leather work. But yeah, the little pouch just so nothing shorts out. All right, here's the chrome tan leather. I have some scrap leather. I got a big box of a lot of scrap. This came in a bulk shipment. I got it pretty cheap. I know I'm kind of wasting a little bit too much leather. Then somebody left some juice on the desk there. I don't know who did that. Just joking. So I was going to sew this and, do the stitching holes and everything, but this is only going to be temporary, so I kind of just wrapped it up in this soft chrome tan leather, and I'm just gonna staple it. I know that's not the best, but hey, for this purpose it will do fine. Alright, so I'm stapling it right here, keeping it together, making sure that I don't staple the wire. We don't want anything to short out. It would not be a good thing. Those batteries heat up quite a bit when they short, and there you have it. That's the little pouch that will actually fits in the camera pouch, so that worked out really well. Here's the camera close up, built like a little tank, champagne color. Works really well, and like I said, the materials are great. After this, I'm going to show you the bike ride. It's just a sped up video, just to show you where I took the images.